my internet because I see how it's doing now. How you doing? How was your day?
It was pretty good. Very productive day at work.
That's good. Everybody, this is all the doctors in the building, and we got Haji on. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. All right, and we getting ready to have a serious conversation about some things that's been taking place. Okay. Now, what was our topic again, Hodge?
Uh,
Oh yeah,
Shoot, I forgot myself. Let's see.
I didn't. I got it.
Okay,
I didn't forget it. All right.
navigating
So here
good
it
and
is, ladies and gentlemen. Navigating fatherhood and child support. Watch this. When emotions meet the law. Now, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into it. When emotions meet the law. So, what does that mean? I got people saying, what happened to the thing? What happened to the episode? Let me send out the link to a couple of people. But I want you to introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them who you are, what you do for a living, and why was it important for you to come on tonight?
well, as she already said, I'm Haji Simmons. I'm a little bit cousin. I'm a truck driver. I've been driving for 17 years now. I got two daughters, 11 and 2. I'm 38 years old myself. And it was just important to bring awareness to situations like this. I'm being done wrong just because the way I see it, you know, I won't be with her the way she want me to be with her. And, it's just basically, I hurt her and she's looking to basically get her lick back and she's going about things the wrong way. All I really want is my daughter, who's 2 years old. Her name is Lyric. I don't want nothing else to do with her mama, but she's trying to put all these false allegations on me. It's playing with my livelihood, needing my freedom, and I just wanted to bring awareness to this type of situation because there's other people that go through it as well, and we don't talk about it enough. And if things get overturned, there's no penalty for the person who is causing the allegations. So something that's got to give, and we just got to do what we got to do and stick together, fight strong, and stand up for what's right, even if that means going against someone that's in your circle. You can't just be yes man all the time and just tell people what it is. Like that ain't right.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, because I got the report, and we can just get right into it. I got the report, and it's really horrible. Some of the things that's written in this report, and we're not throwing her under the bus, and because she has her perception and her perspective, and you have yours, you know, and that's not what we're here for. We're here because the truth is the attorneys cost a whole lot of money.
That's true.
They cost a whole lot of money, you know, and we're here to see if we can help, ladies and gentlemen, raise some funds for my cousin. And y'all been on here before when I raised funds for people who needed some funds, you know. So that's what we're on here to do tonight. But not only that, we want to shine a light on how African American men, and I'm speaking to us specifically, our culture, how they are done once the relationship ends. Once it ends, this is what happened. This is the outcome, especially if she is scorned.
And
Now,
bitter.
I can't imagine what you did. I can't imagine what you did to make her scorn. You want to tell the audience what that was?
The worst thing I did was I cheated and got caught. But she left room for me to step out there. She wasn't handling her business at home the correct way. So she left room for me to go
Mm-hmm.
around mess with Tanisha or whoever for that matter. But she's I guess she don't see it that way.
Don't say names because you know we don't want to.
No,
You don't want them
I'm
to
just.
sue me. Don't say
There's no.
names because you don't want them to sue me now. You don't want them to sue me.
No, there's no Tanisha. I'm just giving a random name.
Okay. So you cheated on her, and
Hmm.
then she said, "That's it. I'm taking you to court. You ain't gonna see your baby no more, and I'm
Oh
taking you
no,
for
no,
everything you got."
no. Basically, I cheated on her. Got caught. We tried to work things out, but she came over the house, threatened me a couple times, but I wasn't no, I'm not threatened by her or her words. She was just upset the way I see it. But basically, it all started last year on my daughter's birthday. That's when the real problem started. And I know she gets off work at like 1 in the morning, but it's our daughter's together first birthday party. I was no longer living at the residence because um a few months after my daughter was born, we had some issues. We decided to go on with our I had already proposed to her 2 days before my daughter was born. Well, before the scheduled
Oh, I
C-section.
remember that. I remember that whole journey.
Yeah, bought a nice ring, the ring that she wanted as well. Cashed in on my 401k and got it done. Everything, fireworks right in front of her family. You know, I got the singer that she wanted that she never told me about. I just got lucky on that one, and I made things happen. And it was just beautiful. She said yes, and we proceeded on with that. But we had issues, and on this specific day, we was like, you know what? Let's not worry about the issues. Let's plan uh our wedding. So we started getting the guest list together. I'm laying down in the bed. She's sitting up in the bed next to me writing. She asking me who am I inviting? So I started naming names off the top of my head. So she asked me
Mm-hmm.
about a specific friend of mine, and who basically the friend of mine. She asked me, "Is that the person who do be beating her up or whatever?" I said, "No, that's another girl name." She said, "How you know her? Tell the truth." So I did. I told her, her name. I said I met her on POF. That's plenty of fish. The same way I met my daughter's mother. And I said we used to date, but this person specifically lives in Ohio, and I haven't seen her for at least 5 years at the time, 6 years maybe. And she just lost it. She got up. She tried to hit me. I grabbed her arms and I let her know, like, you need to chill out. Like, I'm not the one to be trying to go down this road with. She took her nails because she had her nails done. It was a little long, and she tried to scratch my arms up with the nails. So I threw her arms back at her, and she asked me another question. I told the truth. She didn't like the answer, and she was like flicking all in my face aggressively. And I didn't jump. I didn't grab her because I already gave her warning. And when she asked me that second question, she didn't like the answer, which I told the truth. I didn't have anything to hide. I was laying down, and she just punched me in the eye. And I mean, the pain was so excruciating.
Mm.
Um, I just got up. I was screaming. The baby was right there, asleep in the bassinet next to us. My other daughter was in the next room sleep, and her daughter was
Mm.
in the back room sleep. But she had her headphones on. Her daughter's a teenager, but she had headphones on, and she couldn't hear the commotion of what was going on. But luckily, all the other kids were asleep.
Mm.
So I got up, went in the
Right.
kitchen, and grabbed ice and put it on my eye, and I locked myself in the bathroom. And I called my brother and let him know what happened. And I left that day, and I moved out the very next day. And but she messed me up so bad, my eye was hurting from the sunlight. Just to turn my head slightly to the right, it was hurting. Everything. I was like 3 hours late for work, and I went to the hospital maybe the next night, and I told them, what happened, and they had to give me some eye drops because they gave me an X-ray. They said they couldn't find nothing, but it could be that small of a tear. They said that they couldn't see it. So I was messed up for at least 2 weeks. It affected me, and I just moved out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not trying to put myself in that position where I'm being hit on, or I'm put in a position where if I wanted to defend myself, I would. Because you know how it is. I'm a big dude. I'm 6'7", over 300 pounds. So it's people around this world who just think no matter what, men, we supposed to just be sitting here and getting hit on by women, and that's not fair at all. You know, we we
Mm-hmm.
we become victims too. Whether no matter our size, our age, or our strength,
Mm-hmm.
we victims too. If you feel me? So really, the victim is the person who was struck first, but they
Uh-huh.
don't see that. If I was the one to hit back, and don't get it twisted, I've done that before. But if I was
Uh-huh.
the one that hit back, then they always be like, "Oh, you so big, you should be able to walk away." These women know the size of a man or any person that's bigger than them before they do it, and they still do it. You know, and it has to be equal. You know, people fight for women that's been fighting for equality for years now, but I feel like in certain situations, as far as domestic situations,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women don't want it to change because they know it benefits them in these type of situations, and it's not fair at
Well,
all.
now, okay. So now you saying that women don't want the laws to change because it benefits them, but I'm gonna have to disagree with that and say that in New Jersey, it's a female state. Other states don't operate like that. Every state don't operate like that. All the laws, and this is education for everybody on the podcast. Honestly, if you're viewing this podcast, understand that the laws is different in every state when it comes to this domestic violence stuff, and when it comes to child support and things like that. There's only certain statutes that is the same all the way across the board. But when it's time for physical stuff, now the law that don't change either. The law is the law, but when it comes to different states, it tweeters just a tad bit or so. Okay,
Hmm.
and I want everybody to always remember that depending on where you live is how you're going to be treated when the police come in a domestic situation. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. So to
Right.
get back to the story, we got into it on my daughter's birthday. Basically, I ordered. I didn't really have any money at the time. My money was pretty funny, so I didn't know what to get my daughter for her first birthday. So I went on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and typed in birthday gifts for little girls turning one. And I seen someone up there with a ball pit and
Mm-hmm.
hella balloons and teddy bears. I'm like, oh, that little girl looked like she having a blast. So I went and ordered it,
Mm-hmm.
and I had it delivered to her house, to my baby mother's house, where my daughter lives. And I was over there
Mm-hmm.
the night before. The package was there, but it's not her birthday yet. I just went over there to do my dadly chores, wash the baby bottles, steam it. 'Cause, I mean, we had a purifier, I believe it was, or something like a sterilizer for the baby stuff. Help
Mm-hmm.
feed her, wash whatever I can, clean up, play with her, and that's what it was. My other daughter, my oldest daughter, she was there as well, along with
Mm-hmm.
my child's mother's oldest child as well, who lives there.
So
So
you got two different baby mothers?
yes,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Go ahead. Okay.
but I have full custody of my oldest child.
Okay.
But I came over the next day. Well, I told her I was gonna come over the next day around 7. I know she get off at 1. She said no. I said, all right, I'm gonna come at 8. She said, no, don't come over that early. I said, look, I'm coming over. It's our daughter's birthday, our first birthday. Like, I don't live there anymore. You do. You get to wake up to her every single day and see her. I
Mm-hmm.
just drop these gifts off and set it up before I go to work. I had to be to work at 9. I didn't get to her house until 9 a.m. So I was already late and I wasn't looking to stay long. She let me in, and I started mumbling to myself about her. She stopped me in the hallway, and She like, you ain't gonna be talking junk about me in my house. Apologize. I'm like, you gonna make me apologize? You know, in order for me to come in your house? I said, all right, my
Mm-hmm.
bad. I get in there. I start talking junk to myself about her again. She stopped me again. She's like, oh, you ain't gonna be doing all that. I said, look, I get it, but let me just do this. She asked me, what did I get for my daughter? I said,
Mm-hmm.
a gift. Like, I got some gifts. She said, what exactly? I said something else. What I don't remember what I got, but I mentioned a ball pit. She caught an attitude. She said, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, like, I told you I wanted to get her a ball pit for her birthday, and you go and get it. I'm like, but you didn't get it though, you know? And I don't even remember the conversation at that, you know? I just ain't want to be one of
Mm-hmm.
them fathers that come empty handed. You know, it's her very
Right.
first birthday. You know, I've been there before she was born, during the birth, and I'm still here. You know, I'm still trying to be here anyway. And she caught an attitude over that. She said, no, you're not giving her the ball pit. I said, all right, don't worry about it. Whatever. So I'm mad now. She getting on my nerve. She asked me questions. I said, look, I don't want nothing from you. Just go in the room. Give me 10 minutes. You come back out. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be done set up. She said, you ain't going to be telling me what to do in my house. I said, look, I get it. You trying to pull rank. It's your house. But you fucking with me right now. You know? So I told her, just leave me alone. I just set it up. She was asking me right before I left, do you want me to wake the baby up? I said, I don't want you to do nothing. You already done got on my nerve. I just want to leave. I'm going to come see her later.
Uh-huh.
She asked me, I asked her, can I keep my box there and I come get it later? She said, no. So I left it there anyway. She said, I'm going to throw it away.
Uh-huh.
I said, what you
Uh-huh.
got to do? Right? I left. I got around the corner and she texted me and said, come get the stuff. I want it off my property now. So I pull up, I text her and say, I'm outside. Now we didn't get into it didn't get physical or nothing this whole time. When she came outside, she brought the stuff outside and some other things that I had there as well. And
Uh-huh.
tried to slam the door in my face. I put my foot in the door and we was arguing. And her daughter, her youngest daughter who was outside in the car with her boyfriend at the time, she called the police. So this is
The
in East
door.
Orange. Yeah,
The
the
door.
youngest daughter has two daughters outside of my daughter.
Did they think that you were gonna hurt their mom?
Possibly, I don't know, but I mean, we were just arguing. We were just using our words, you know. So she called the police. I stood there and waited for the police because I know I didn't hit her. She didn't hit me. So at most, I'm thinking, you know, they would just escort me off the block or out the area rather. They got there. I told them what happened from my perspective. The two men cops stayed with me. The woman cop went over and talked to her and went inside the house. For about 10 minutes, they discussed whatever. Before you know it, they came out and they were arresting me. I had to go spend a night in Essex County Corrections Facility. That's what they call the county out here.
Yeah.
So I spent
Mm-hmm.
a night in the county and I didn't even put hands on anyone. I get out. Um, they tell me to stay away,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, I was like, I can't see my daughter now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know? So she put a restraining order on me, but I didn't know for a while because it didn't say that on the paperwork that you
Oh, okay.
get from, you know? So I didn't know what to do, you know? It was like, that's my baby girl, you know? And I love her no matter what. So it's been a while that haven't been able to see her. You know, she out here looking for her daddy. She got a whole nother sister. She got to
Well,
see, grand.
how long has it been?
Truthfully, I haven't seen her since Father's Day of this year. Now, she never said anything to me about the restraining order. And the county, the paperwork didn't say that. I was officially served July 1st of this year.
Okay.
And, but, um,
Father's
Let
Day
me just
was
say,
only a couple of weeks before that. Father's Day was only a couple of weeks before that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. The 21st, 20th, something like that.
something like that. Yeah, but that was
So,
this year though.
so the bottom line is, uh, you, the part that you played. That's what I want to talk about. The part that you played in her becoming as angry as she is, to the point where she would make up lies, because that's what you're saying she's doing. She made up
Yes.
lies
All right.
along
So
with
let me.
what you said. So what you're saying is the real story is what you're telling right now. That's the way it happened. To your
Yes.
recollection. To your recollection.
Yes.
What is
So,
one what is one of the extreme, because I don't want to go through the whole case when it's open. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is, what are some of the lies that she told? Because you admitting right here and on public platform the stuff that you did.
all right. I'm
And
gonna look. All right. So her original statement was June 28th of 23. That's the day I got locked up on my daughter's birthday. There were no allegations in there. I even got to the point to where I was sending her $1,100 a month for my daughter. But since my daughter has been born, she's never let me see my daughter without her being present. She's taken my daughter out of state and everything. I've never watched my daughter other than one time where it was convenient for her because she had to sing because she sings on the side as well, and
but
her
why do you
daughter had.
think that's happening? Why do you think she doing that though?
I think she wants that family look, no matter what. We at the mall, we got to be together. We got to look like a family. We got to look like a family in person. We got to look like a family in church. Everywhere we go, it just has to be a family. But we're not family.
And that hurts you.
We're not even in a relationship at the time. So
But does that
it
does
just
that hurt you? Does that bother you?
it does because I just want my daughter. I done cried
Right.
numerous times, you know, over this, and even on the phone with her, but to no avail. She doesn't care.
Okay.
But let me get back
Well, you
to this.
got
So
custody. So hold on. Let me just say this. So your oldest daughter is still with her too, or you got custody of your oldest daughter? Where is she?
my
You
oldest
have her.
daughter stayed. I got full custody of her. I've had full
Okay.
custody of her since 2 years old.
I remember that. I remember that. Okay. So, but she lived with you and her.
No, when I was there, basically, she stayed with my mom only Monday through Friday because of her school schedule and my mom work schedule. It matches perfectly. So my mother could take her to school and then go to work, and I will pick her up on if I can after work because I'm a truck driver. I can't be to work super early in the day, in the morning, and still take my daughter to school. So suitable for her schedule. But I'm gonna
Okay.
get into
I
the
got you. I got you.
so
All
I
right.
was sending her $100 a month for my daughter.
But I
I
don't
got
want to
tired.
go into it if I don't. Hold on one
I'm
second.
gonna
I
get back
don't want to
to it. That's
go.
one.
I don't want to go too much into it. I only want. Go ahead.
All right. So once I stopped
Go
sending
ahead.
money, that allegation started. She also she stated that
Oh, she stopped getting that $1,100. So you hit her in the
yeah,
pocket. Once
yeah,
you hit her in that pocket, that's what really got that pressure going, because she was getting $1,100 and now she ain't getting nothing. So, well, you're not seeing your daughter. So I mean,
yeah.
you
That's when
know,
allegations started. Yeah. So she stated that
okay.
in January 3, I physically assaulted her, and she did not contact authorities. That's around the time when I got punched in the eye. I went to the hospital,
Um,
and I record that I was punched in the
and you
face,
got records.
and
And you
she's
got
trying to
records,
look
yeah.
up. And I hit her. So she
And
also
she
said that,
scratched you up. She scratched you up and everything.
yeah, she also said that I was verbally and mental abusive towards her in the relationship. called her names in mental anguish. Um, on August 20th of 24, she submitted a complaint to amend the following, saying I grabbed her arms extremely hard and left bruises, and she felt extreme pain. Said I grabbed her arms, causing pain, and she said I also sexually assaulted her, causing tearing and bleeding to the
What?
vagina. So she's saying I raped her,
Ooh.
basically. So if I've done this, why you ain't never call the police or any?
Right.
Where are these reports? You
That's a
know,
little extreme.
it's very extreme, and I
That's a
can't.
little extreme.
I can't. That's why I'm saying she playing with my livelihood, and it's messed up. And she cannot be trusted. All I want is my daughter. I don't want you anymore. I done
I'm so
told you that,
sorry.
and I got to deal with this. This is serious offenses. These are serious charges. So I don't know
These are
what they.
serious allegations.
Yeah, serious allegations. So she
I am
also
so
saying
sorry.
she also saying that in April of 21 in public I strangled her and grabbed her in the elevator.
2021,
Yes,
and they're allowing her to isn't it 2024? Oh, so the law says you can go back as far as whatever. All this
I
recent
have
stuff that's going on in the news.
I have no idea about it. She also
I'm
saying
so
that I
sorry
pushed her.
you're going through that.
Yeah, me too. She also said that I pushed her out the way in August of 21 so that I can attack my oldest daughter. She
That you've
also
been
saying
taking
that
care of since she was sick, that you've had since forever, and
yes,
never put your hands on her. Never put your is not even known for doing any of that.
nope. She also saying that the end of 21, I cheated on her with a prostitute and gave her herpes. And then
Well,
on the
why you
fall of
don't have it?
exactly
Well, why
on the
you don't
fall
have
on the fall of 21, I forced her to have sex against her wishes.
it? I'm so sorry, Haji. And all of this came because you stopped the $1,100.
Oh, let me tell you this. She's mentioned about. I'm gonna read the last little bit. On or about January 22, I pushed her while she was pregnant. On or about June of 22, plaintiff began talking to another man while they were no longer together. Defendant followed plaintiff on the way to the man's house. Plaintiff grabbed her and said, "You're not going to see no N-word." On or about December of 22, defendant grabbed the plaintiff's hand, and when I let go, her hands hit my eyes. And then I punched her in the face
Oh
and
my
body.
God.
What does that sound like to you? Like if
Wow.
I grab you and I let your arms go, how does your arms hit me in the face? And she also saying that I threatened her daughter. So all of these allegations, where are these police reports?
And and you have evidence that most of it is a lie because y'all had communication, correct?
Yeah, she filed that restraining order. I didn't know till over a year because I went downtown. I got tired of playing these games with her, and I wanted my daughter. And that's when I was officially served a restraining order. So I had proof that she been contacting me periodically, like never really stopped talking to me during this restraining order. So you're trying to prove that I'm a threat,
Well,
like
folks, there
contacting
it
me.
is,
You've been
folks. You heard it right here. Don't do that. Right.
she sent me pictures of the
And call
baby, her and the baby, and then her without the baby, even bringing her to see me as well at my mother's house, at my house, everything.
I'm so
So
sorry.
yeah,
I'm so sorry. So What is the, do you have a chat on your end where you can drop in the information for, because ladies and gentlemen, Haji is raising funds for an attorney because it's very expensive. And when is the court date?
September 16th.
The
Yeah, I spoke to.
16th. So he's only got a few more days to raise funds. Say that again.
I spoke to a few lawyers. They all talking about around $4,000 for the lawyer fee. Some a little more. So it's just a lot, you know. And I got to come up with
Yeah.
this. When we fought the first time, she already came in with a lawyer, you know. So I'm not
Wow.
gonna waive my counsel. You know, I have to be represented the proper way.
Yeah, you definitely need it. You definitely need it. You can't go in there without one. So, what is the name of the chat? The thing where the GoFundMe? It's like a GoFundMe.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I want to put it in the chat bar because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking that you send a 50 cent, a dollar. We don't care. Any amount would be good to help my cousin with his case. Any amount would do, please.
I much appreciate it.
That's what we're trying to do. This is what happens when you break up and you say, nope, I don't want you no more. This is what he's going through.
Tell
Okay?
me about
This is what he's going through.
it. Yep. So here we go. You want me to send it to you?
Look in the chat. Put it in the chat. You should
Okay.
have a space. You should have a space where you can put it in the chat.
All right.
Any last words? What would you say to someone who is going through this? What would you say to them?
Don't never think because of who you are, you can't talk about it. I mean, there's always someone out there dealing with the exact same situation as you. Just make sure you share it, be aware, know your rights, and stay woke.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is, folks. Know your rights. Know your rights. And be aware, especially of the person that you having babies by out there. Be aware, know who you having a baby by.
That's true.
All right, so let's see if we can help him come up with a couple of dollars to help him get these attorney fees up to $4,000. And there is a link. I'll also put the link on my website and on my page so that we can see how much we can come up with. So thank you so much, guys. And I'm so sorry again that you're going through that. I hope that everything works out. I know you believe in God. So I know that, you have faith that everything's going to
Yeah,
be okay.
I don't never lose it. You know, no
Okay.
matter what.
Right.
You know,
That's our motto. We don't never lose, right? We don't never lose, right? We
no
belong
matter
to
what.
the Simmons joint. We don't never lose. Ain't no
That's right.
losing. And
Facts.
it might be a struggle, but guess what? We will get through to the other side. So I just feel bad because we're gonna go into prayer and we're gonna get it done. Period. We got to get it done. Here, let me take it out of here and let me put it in the big chat and on my social media. All
I
right,
appreciate everybody for telling
here. And I'm gonna
my
put it in
story.
the big chat. Yeah, we got about 1,200 people on. Now we got about 1198, something like that. It's in you're on Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Rabbit, and what's another one? Hopper, and all social medias. And then I'm going to upload it onto Instagram so that my Instagram followers, which is my largest following, can contribute to this. Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you for doing this. Everyone out there, just make sure you stay awake. but everything. No one is never to be silent. We all have a voice. Just know how to speak up, speak to the right people, and tell your side of the story. It's not just one side. Just because someone tell that one side, you got a side too. Tell your side of the story and get it out there, and just make sure you pray, and
That's
God gonna.
right. That's The judge is going to see right through this, though, cousin. I'm telling you, the judge going to see right straight through it. Watch. He's going to
Yeah,
know that, oh, she's mad because he's not sending her that $1,100 no more. And he don't want her. And that, when you say those words to a woman, that tears them up. That rejection is bad. That rejection is horrible. I know so many people that are being rejected right now, you know.
yeah. I got two
Whitney
of my
wants to
daughters.
say hi to you. Whitney is saying hi to you. Jersey in the house. What's up, Haji? Somebody
What's up?
named Whitney. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Will, for joining. Thank you, Constance, for joining. I do see you all. I'm sorry about the mix up with the link and stuff, but we had some technical difficulties. But if we bounce back and we got to get this money, period. We got to help raise this money, and we only got a couple of more days to do it. But I did want to offer my cousin some help. So that's why we came on. His baby mother doing him wrong. She mad because he don't want her. He don't want her. All he wants to do is take care of his baby. He don't want her, and he admitted his wrongs. He admitted what he did and how much he learned from what he did. So he won't do that. I mean, once a cheater, they say once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm hoping you get that part of you together, cousin. I'm really because women, we don't belong, we don't deserve to be treated that way. And the women that's cheating too, that demon has to go too, because it's women that do the same thing. I get
Hey,
it. Just
got
work on
and
it. You got to work on it.
men and women, y'all both got to handle what y'all need to handle at home for your spouse if you got a spouse or any type of significant other. So just do what you got
But
to
just
do.
because, but hold on, because that's a whole nother topic. I can really go ham on that topic. Because just because they not doing what you think should be done at home or whatever y'all agreement, because marriage is an agreement, it's an arrangement. Everybody know what part that they play. Just because you feel like she wasn't handling her business in your household did not give you, the man, a right to go outside the relationship. It didn't. There's plenty of things that could have been done in between. And now I'm not going to sit here and say you did what you had to do as a man and you went out and got. I'm not going to say that, because wrong is wrong and right is right. Now you're wrong when you cheated on Haji. Period. You're wrong. If you're in a committed relationship and it ain't going the way that it's supposed to, it's called adult conversation. It is. I don't care if you got to have it 10 times and it's still going wrong, then you leave. You don't cheat and then leave after you get beat up, because that's what
what I
happened.
what I was asking for from her, I was already giving it to her. She didn't have to ask
But
for
you
that.
still cheated, though. You still cheated.
I ain't
You
saying it's
should have
right.
left first.
I'm speaking my truth.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just not, I don't want my audience to say that because you family, she jumped on her cousin's side, this, that, and the third. I'm not jumping on nobody's side.
She
What
is
I'm
definitely
doing,
she gets on me the way she would get on anyone else. Like she don't,
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Whatever's going on in your household, a conversation, prayer, another conversation, and more prayer. And if she was engaged to you, working out these kinks in early stages of being engaged makes for a healthy future when you
mm,
work that stuff out early. But
yeah.
both parties got hostile and don't have the skills that it takes so that you can work through that stuff. So you got a lot of work to do. You do. You got work to do. She got work to do. We all got work to do on ourselves, not the other other party can't live your life blaming, well, if this, that, and the other wouldn't have happened, then I wouldn't have did it. No, 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 no. You a whole adult male. Get it together. I'm here to support you. And that's what the world needs to know, that you have family support. And that's what matters. Good night, folks. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Doc B done spoke the truth in this joint tonight. All right. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Ooh, Thursday, we got something good coming. We got Kayla. Kayla's coming on Thursday. Kayla is becoming a life coach, and I am guiding her into her practice. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Somebody says being bitter never wins, Haji. It says a longtime friend. It says, you know how I talk, but I will say this. Accountability is the foundation to growth. This is what your friend Whitney is saying to you in the chat.
Sound, sound
Both,
like
but
Whitney.
she's saying from you got some banging women in your life. That's how that goes. Look,
Yeah.
from both parties. She talking about on both parties hold them accountable, not just you, both. She says, and it's a lot for you to come on here. So she's proud of you for doing that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here to help my cousin grow up
I
because
had
that's what we all gotta do. Grow up.
a lot of men out here who in my position who don't want to speak up or just believe that they can't. You know, we supposed to just bottle it in because we're men. They be like, "Oh, man up, man the fuck up, grow up." But I mean, we got a voice too, and we got a side of the story to tell too. It
Absolutely.
ain't always the man that's out here doing the stuff. These women need to be held accountable for their actions too.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely. And that's what
y'all
we're
grown.
here for.
It's about growth. So grow up
Well, she getting
as
ready to see in the courtroom. It's getting ready to go down. I'm not even worried about nothing. That money, you will raise that money. And you will get to court. And even if you go to court and don't have an attorney, ask for an extended time to get one, and they'll give it to you. And
yeah,
you go and get one. And you'll get one. And that's it. Sorry, I didn't have enough. I only had this much. And I will be getting one on such and such date. And then she's gonna have to spend more money with her attorney to go back to court. So let's see her
mm-hmm.
money, how long her money really is. How long her money really is. She'll stop at some point. All right. So
Yeah.
good night. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in. Talk to you later. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you Thursday night at 8 p.m. Kayla is becoming a life coach, and we getting ready to talk about Coach Kayla's creative minds with a Z. All right. Good night. Thanks, Hodge.